Welcome to a brand new special episode of Prelude to Ulysses. Alex reads Littler Things. Now, this is the short stories of Franz Kafka. Franz Kafka. Most of them are too long, so I flipped to the shorter stories part. And the first short story, Children on a Country Road, that's too long. I don't have time for that today. And the second short story, called The Trees, that's just too short. Look at that. That's not a short story. That's a brief description. So we're going to go with the correct one, which is clothes. It's this long. See? Perfect. So without much further of ado, and there's a lot of ado that we could put in here, like ounces, pounds, other units of measurements of ado. Okay. If I had the ability to edit things out, I just want all my loyal fans to know you wouldn't have had to see that, but I don't know and I'm not willing to learn. Clothes by Franz Kafka. Clothes. Often when I see clothes with manifold pleats, frills, and appendages, which fit so smoothly onto lovely bodies, I think they won't keep that smoothness long. But I will get creases that can't be ironed out, dust lying so thick on the embroidery it can't be brushed away, and that no one would want to be so unhappy and so foolish as to wear the same valuable gown every day, from early morning till night. And yet I see girls who are lovely enough to display attractive muscles and small bones and smooth skin and masses of delicate hair, and nonetheless appear day in, day out in the same natural fancy dress, always propping the same face on the same palms and letting it be reflected from the looking glass. Only sometimes at night, on coming home late from a party, it seems in the looking glass to be worn out, puffy, dusty, already seen by too many people, and hardly wearable any longer. This is translated by Willa, phenomenal name, and Edwin, a phenomenal name, Muir, a phenomenal last name. We have another John Muir book right there, right? 1,000 Mile Walk to the Gulf. Probably not going to read that. So let's, I don't understand, unless it's not very deep. He's like, wow, they sure put a lot of effort into looking good every day. The only times they don't feel like they put a lot of effort into it is at the end of the night. Did I read this wrong? So he's just saying, I can't believe that this clothes stays so nice. I think that's the whole short story. I don't know if you saw me pausing for 30 seconds reading, but I reread part of it, and I'm right. He's like, man, I see people's fancy clothes, and I'm all like, no way those things are going to stay fancy, you know, right? And like, then there's like these girls who like wear these fancy things every day, and it looks fancy every day. And the only time it doesn't look fancy is when they're staring at themselves in the mirror at the end of the night. How do you know that, Franz Kafka? You a peeping Franz? That's what it sounds like. I didn't really like that, so we're going to read this super short, The Trees. Also, I used to, a part of my yoga process, not process, but I would do yoga, do like a big amount of yoga. This is a while ago. And then I would immediately after yoga read one of these short stories. I was reading them in alphabetical order, which we won't be doing. And what I have read, which is probably this was only something I did about 10 or 15 times, something I did enjoy. for sure. I did like Franz Kafka. I've never read anything besides a few things out of this short story book. So let's read the trees. Oh no, we're gonna need another marker soon, huh? Man, it lasted twice. That's cool. The Trees by Franz Kafka. For we are like tree trunks in the snow. In appearance, they lie sleekly, and a little push should be enough to set them rolling. No, it can't be done, for they are firmly wedded to the ground. But see, even that is only appearance. No, I don't think that's too much of an appearance. So he's saying that it seems like if you're in a forest with a bunch of just tree trunks, you could just knock them over and push them around. But you can't because they have a root system that makes it impossible to push those things over. You can't do it because they're wedded to the ground. But you see, that is only an appearance. I guess that means with effort, you could knock a tree over and roll it around. I didn't get that one either. That's fun though. Maybe I should have started the way I should have started, with Children on a Country Road. It was just 4 pages long, so I didn't read it. But I wish I did at this point. We'll see what happens next time, okay? I don't know if we'll be in. Nah, we'll keep going with Franz Kafka. We'll add him to the pile of shit to read in the morning.